Yo, hope everything's working. Salute, salute. Hope everything's loud and clear. Look like, yo, my mic is working. Ooh, ooh. Salute, IDK. A shoe, salute. You say you finishing up that now? I know that's what I'm talking about. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. Trying to finish up that lemon pack. Salute IDK, salute A Sure, appreciate y'all. Salute my peoples. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Yo, ain't this messed up, man? I heard my man was wildin' though, but I'm gonna find you on IG and send you that next week, boss. Okay. Okay, IDK, appreciate that, man. Yo, y'all see the? You see what's on the screen, man? You see the see how they did my man? I mean, you know they tried to throw in there. He was acting belligerent and crazy, allegedly. Like they let this white dude choke this nigga out for 15 minutes. Don't you think that's a bit excessive? Hey, IDK, fuck 5 minutes. They said 15 minutes. I read the joint where they said 15 minutes. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Who holds a nigga in the chokehold that long? Talking about because he was acting erratic. I don't care how erratic he was acting. Look at this. Yeah, they said all he wanted was some food. He was asking for some food, but they say All right, check this out. The New York City subway witnesses a dramatic incident earlier this week when the passenger put another rider into a chokehold, resulting in his death later. A video that has been making the rounds on social media shows the passenger catching the homeless man in the chokehold while he was behaving in an erratic manner, right? Pinning him down. The deceased man has been identified as Jordan Neely, 30 years old. That's it. So young, 30. Witnesses say Neely, who lived on the streets, he began screaming and going on an aggressive rant in a northbound train on Monday afternoon, May 1st. That's when another passenger intervened to stop him, put him in the headlock. The passenger, who's said to be 24 years old, pulled Neely to the ground in the chokehold, kept him there for about 15 minutes. When the train stopped at Broadway, Lafayette Street, Bleecker Street Station, the conductor called 911, but the emergency medical staff were unable to revive Neely. The 30-year-old was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Uncle L, what it do? They allowed this white dude to hold this man in the chokehold for 15 minutes. I'm sorry, man. If I'm one of them dudes, if they was two, and then you got the black dudes right there. They helping the white dude, like they holding his arms, trying to stop him. He can't breathe. He's trying to stop this dude from. He wants to breathe. He's trying to stop this white man from choking him. And the black dudes, they helping him. They holding his motherfucking arms down and shit, helping this motherfucking white man choke this nigga to death. Absolutely, he should be locked up. Yeah, who are they to diagnose somebody erratic and da-da-da? This nigga is a regular citizen. And then they talk about no charges. Why? Because he's homeless and there's nobody that's out there to fight for him. He don't got no family. All because why? Because he's a homeless man? Because he's a black homeless man? Somebody needs to step up and fight for this man, because I guarantee you, if it was the other way around, if that was a black dude that choked out that white man for 15 minutes, even if he didn't have no family to step up and fight for him, I believe the state would, in my opinion. Who are you to put him? Who are you? Who are you to say that? Did he? It didn't say, it just said he was acting in a erratic behavior type shit. Who are you to say that his behavior, warranted the death penalty? Who gives you the right? What gives you the privilege? You just being a regular citizen. You just a regular citizen just like me. What gives you the privilege? How come you have the right to say that this man's behavior deserve death, deserve to be in a chokehold for 15 motherfucking minutes? I would never stand there and allow him to choke this nigga out for 15 minutes. I don't care how crazy he was acting because he hungry, he wants some food. Was he hurting anybody? Did he hit anybody? Did he hit or hurt anybody aggressively? Like, nah, like, yo. And if I'm one of them black dudes right here in this video who's helping the deaf, holding this man is trying to fight to get air, and you got the black man holding this nigga arms down, like telling him, like basically telling him to stop fighting. I would have been told white Neff, like, yo, my man, that's long enough, nigga. You trying to kill him? You should, common sense to let you know to never allow anybody to be choked out that long anyway. Why do somebody need to be choked out for 15 minutes? We watch TV, we watch UFC and all that shit. It only take a goddamn couple seconds to choke somebody out, put them to sleep. It only take a couple seconds. Anything longer than that, you're trying to kill a motherfucker, in my opinion, on purpose. If you put a motherfucker in a chokehold longer than 3 minutes, you're trying to kill them. Longer than 2 minutes, you're trying to kill them. Like, you mean to tell me none of them niggas thought to say, yo, he good. Like, we got him. Plus, it's 3 of us here. It ain't like it's just you by yourself. You got you choking him. You got one dude holding his hands. You got another dude behind him that was helping. Like, you don't got to keep choking him, my man. We got him. It's 3 of us. We can hold him down without choking him the fuck out. Who choked somebody? Who even choked somebody out that long? Especially he in my opinion, that's murder. He in my opinion, he killed him on purpose. That was what he was doing. He wanted to kill him. And he succeeded. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, in my opinion, I felt like he was like, yo, if I ever get a chance to choke a nigga out, that's what I'm going to do. Nobody chokes nobody out. Yeah, judge, juror, executioner. Nobody, man. I'm telling you, in my opinion, if that black man would have had that white boy in the chokehold for 15 minutes, we're going to see some type of charges being brought up. Something happening. Because I want to know what gives you the fucking right. What gives you the right? Now, I heard of citizens arrest and all that corny ass bullshit, but come on, B. I'm mad at the other niggas right there allowed it to happen. I'm mad at this one nigga helped. I'm mad that this black dude right here helped. Was holding nigga arms down and holding his hands and holding his arms down while the dude was choking him, was killing him. I'm mad at the black nigga for allowing it to happen. Shout out to It Is What It Is. Salute, salute. I'm mad at them for allowing it to happen. Fuck you mean? All right, boy, we got him. That's enough of the chokehold, my nigga. What you trying to kill him, nigga? All right, that's enough. Let him go, nigga. We got him. You can hold him without choking him. The fuck, nigga? You trying to kill him? That's what I would have been saying. I would have been saying that in the heat of the moment. That's what I would have been saying. If I'm black dude right there, instead of holding his arms, I would have been grabbing white dude arms. Like, nah, like, get off him, nigga. We ain't trying to kill the nigga. The fuck, nigga? Let him go, nigga. Hold him by his shoulders. Hold him by his upper body. I got his hands. I got his lower body. If he was that erratic. It's 3 people. You got the white neff. You got the white killer. You got the white killer. Then you got the black dude who assisted that was holding his hands. Then you got another black dude or whatever that was over top of him. I'm just not going to play the video because YouTube don't be playing. Look how many people, man, he assisted. Look, oh, I thought that was another black dude. So that's another white dude up top here. No wonder they allowed it to happen. Look at this thing. 2 white dudes that look like and a black dude. Two white dudes and a black dude. And he helping. Only thing is, I can't play the video because the motherfucking YouTube will fucking around and give me a strike. YouTube policies off the chain. But that's a shame, ain't it? Like, why is white Neff allowed to? Why is white Neff allowed to do this, man? Why he allowed to get away with this shit, man? Homeless man asking for food. Nigga was hungry, man. Give him something to eat. Shit. Give the nigga $5, man. I'm pretty sure the one of y'all out of the three could have gave him $5 to give him just so he could have had a meal instead of killing him. In my opinion, I felt like instead of killing him, they could have gave him $5. Shit, they could have each went in their pocket, gave him like whatever change, $2 here, $2 there, rather than take it. He probably would have calmed down. Probably was pissed off. All y'all people on here with all this money. I'm hungry, nigga. Nah, I ain't trying to make a joke, but like, damn, all you want to do is eat, they said. Y'all ever be hungry? We know how we get, and we be in our own house with food. We'll have money and food in our house, and we still, when we're hungry, we still get an attitude. When you at work and you hungry before you go on lunch, you got an attitude. Until you get that, you got an attitude until you get some food in your stomach. We all know hunger will make you what? Will piss you off. Make you mean. You get some food in your stomach, you be like, oh, you know what? I apologize, man. I did not mean that. I was starving, B. I was hungry. I did not mean to curse you out. I had an attitude. I didn't eat all day. I ain't eat shit all day. I was hungry. I did not mean to curse you out. Now that I ate, I do not feel the same way. But and I can see if the reports, says some shit like he was attacking people or swinging on somebody, he hurt somebody. All it says was he was acting aggressive. He was acting erratic. He was acting aggressive. Well, shit, it don't get no more aggressive than a motherfucker holding you in a chokehold for 15 minutes. I never heard of nobody being in the chokehold that long, man. I don't even mean to bring this up like that, but how long was George Floyd joint? Remember that? The knee on the neck? Remember how many seconds was that? Remember, that was a couple minutes. I don't think it was that long. I think George Floyd shit was only like what? Like, and I don't want to say only, but I think George Floyd was like 7 minutes or something like that. 7, 8 minutes. If I seen the nigga acting crazy or allegedly because he's hungry, he's asking for food, he's asking for, it ain't even like he was trying to stick a motherfucker up for some money. It ain't even like they said he had a weapon and he was trying to rob people. No. They said the nigga was hungry, begging for food and acting erratic. So you mean all I gotta do is just give you enough to get you a burger or something, and that might calm the nigga down? I'd have been like, damn, this nigga acting crazy on this goddamn train. He better not come over here. He better not come over here near me acting all fucking crazy. But I got this motherfucking $5 or I got this $10. I want to give it to him, but I'm gonna give it to him, but he better not act crazy. That's the only thing I would have been hesitant about. Like I'm gonna give it to him, but the nigga acting crazy. If he snatched this shit out of my hand, I'm gonna be mad. I might ask for it back, nigga, but. Nah, they got in their mind, oh my God, the homeless man he's hungry, he's begging for food. He's begging for food. Oh my God. He ain't hurt nobody, but he might. So let's kill him. Let's kill this homeless man that's begging this acting. Knowing a lot of the times, you know, not all the time, but majority of the time, homeless people do suffer from mental illness also. It's a lot of homeless people that suffer from mental illness also. I'm looking like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? A mob. Boy, I was about to go in my goddamn YouTube studio so quick and get your ass out of my... How that happened? I was about to delete your asses. I was about to run in my YouTube studio. Yeah. Hey, yo. Wouldn't you rather just give my man $5 than kill him? This shit gonna have other homeless. This shit might have other homeless people out there like, God damn, I'm not, that would normally probably go on a train and ask for some food because the train is probably very lucrative. A lot of people going to work, a lot of people traveling. So that's probably a good place where you have a good chance at possibly getting a couple dollars to get you something to eat, something to drink, a fix or whatever it is. Shit, you might have people, some homeless motherfuckers second guessing that train now. Like, God damn, I usually go on that train and ask for a couple dollars. I'm not asking for no motherfucking, for no change on that train. I ain't asking for no food on that train. And I'm mad but am I wrong? Because I'm a little more pissed off that it's a white man and it's like a black dude right here, or Spanish black dude. It's another dude of color, like, like, cause I'm far from racist and all that. But am I wrong for feeling a certain type of way because it's white? Because it's a white dude, man, choking him out for 15 minutes. See, if he would have just choked him out, held him out long enough just to calm him down real quick. You know how motherfuckers, because you got people that's trained at doing that. You know, MMA fighters, you got bouncers and security guards and different police people. Like, they know how to put you in that yoke. And they know how to do it, though. They know how to do it so when they're not going to kill you. They just going to pass, you're just going to, you're going to pass out for a few minutes and then you're going to wake right up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been cool if he would have just did that. If he would have just put him in a little yoke, nigga, calm down, nigga, calm down. Just put him in a little joint real quick, couple seconds. Let him pass out real quick. Okay, we cool. But Smitty was good, Smitty. But my thing is, am I wrong because am I wrong because I feel a certain type of way, man. You know what I mean? Plus, it's no charges being filed. No charges. This is just a regular motherfucking citizen. He ain't got no certificates in protecting and serving the citizens. He don't got no type of certificates, nothing, no type of police training, no type of none of that shit. And he's allowed to kill a man that didn't hurt anybody just because he was acting crazy. The police, we'll get mad at a police officer if they killed a motherfucker that didn't hurt nobody just because a nigga was acting crazy. He ain't have no weapons or nothing. If a police officer killed him, we'll be talking about Black Lives Matter. If this dude was a cop, we'll be talking about Black Lives Matter and Ben Crump will probably be involved in shit. You know the nigga Ben Crump, you know them lawyers that only come out when it's motherfucking high profile so they can get some attention and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them type of niggas. That only come out when it's high profile shit type shit. I mean, they might come out for other shit, but they don't broadcast it like they do with the high profile shit. You know what I'm saying? If this, allegedly, if this was a police officer that killed this unarmed black man, homeless man, because he was acting erratic, we'd be talking about Black Lives Matter, take his badge, fire him, put him in jail, da-da-da-da. And we got this white dude that just choke a nigga out for 15 minutes. He did this shit on May 1st. I don't hear nothing going on. They talking about no charges being filed. Why not? Why not? And why they didn't put this dude name in the motherfucking description, man? All they said that this white dude is 24 years old, but they don't give his name. They gave the name of the dead guy, Jordan Neely. They gave the name of the black guy who lost his life, but they don't give the name of the so-called hero who choked him to death for 15 minutes and is not being charged with anything. Why can't we know his name? Usually, if you're a hero, they usually, usually heroes want to be known. Usually heroes will want to be known, right? Or did they want to hide his name for his safety? Or they want to keep his name for his safety? Nah, he a hero. Put his name out there. He a hero. He saved people from not giving up their lunch money because he was hungry. Because this dude was hungry. So he saved they saved a bunch of people from what? Because they didn't say he tried to rob nobody or nothing, yo. They didn't say that he tried to rob nobody or nothing. Huh. It is what it is. Niggas be tweaking out all the time, right? Especially on that meth. Them meth motherfuckers, they go crazy. Like, they go crazy. They get super strength, be tweaking out all different places. You got all type of... I want to know what makes this different. I want to know why this white boy was allowed to kill this black man. That he didn't have a weapon. He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't hit nobody. This is all they said. He didn't have a weapon. He didn't try to rob nobody. He wasn't going up to people trying to strong arm rob them allegedly. Yo, give me your money. None of that. He just acting erratic. He was just acting erratic because he was hungry. And that deserves a fucking death warrant. The death penalty. I hope they look into this, man. And I know one of the things is he don't have a family, so he probably doesn't have anybody that's going to fight for him, that's going to go to the court, that's going to press charges, that's doing that. Maybe. Hopefully somebody steps up. I'm hoping somebody steps up. Shit. I ain't showing the video because I'm pretty sure that video will get struck by YouTube. I don't even know if even just showing the fucking photos and shit might not even. I might have to still get rid of the video after I upload it because of YouTube, man. YouTube policies are so tricky. It's so much. I can't even read all that shit. I know YouTube. I know. Y'all policies stink. But I appreciate you. But I appreciate you allowing me to get allowing people to get another source of income. I appreciate you though, YouTube or AdSense. Shit, why my super chat shit ain't going across the screen, man? And find out my super chat shit ain't working. That shit ain't even going across the screen. My shit usually go across. Shout out to Richard Stony Island. Dude, the choker and the group helping hold him down should be charged. I totally agree. I totally agree. All three of them should be, all three of them. All three of y'all, man. All three of y'all should be charged, man. The nigga that put him in a chokehold, I want to say first degree, but I won't give him first degree because you can't prove that it was premeditated, because you can't say it was premeditated because he's not psychic. So you can't say, oh, he knew he was going to kill that motherfucker today. He planned on it. So no, you can't give him that. But you can't give him second degree. You can't give him second degree murder and aggravated manslaughter. Yes, yes, yes. And then the other black dude, Spanish dude or whatever, he was holding his fucking arms down. He kept grabbing his arms. My man was fighting too. He had some strength. Because when you're on the brink of death and you can't breathe, you'll find some strength. But I believe he was choking him so hard that he couldn't even let him know that he couldn't breathe. He couldn't even talk, bro. He was too... And it was like... And my man was just holding his hands down. And I can only imagine, yo, knowing that you taking your last fucking breaths and you ain't even hurt nobody. All you wanted was some food. And you got a mental illness. Obviously, my man had a mental illness. Absolutely, Rich. I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing. It is no way if I would have been there, and even if I'm the dude that's helping, that's holding his arms, or if I'm standing there, if I would have been anywhere in that vicinity, there's no way I wouldn't have been able to tell my man, yo, that's enough. Like, you don't got to choke him that long. Like, the first thing that come to my mind is, yo, what, you trying to kill him? Like, it looked like you're trying to kill him. Nobody chokes nobody out for that long. Nobody. When you rob a house with a gun, somebody is killed. The judge like, yup, you shouldn't have never bought the gun. Even if you ain't planning on killing. I feel that same way. I feel that same way. I say that to my family and friends. I be like, yo, I never want to hear that excuse or justification when the motherfucker be like, oh, I didn't mean to kill nobody. I didn't go there with the intent to kill. I didn't mean to shoot, or I didn't want to do this. You know what? You can't say that. You know what you would have did if you never intended on shooting anybody or killing anybody? Even if you decide to take a gun, empty it. Put no bullets in it. Take an empty gun. That way, if you're pistol whipping or hitting with the gun, or the gun accidentally goes off, click, click, there's nothing in it. Nobody will die. But you might get yourself killed. If they see you with a gun, they might think you got ammo in it. And if they pull a gun, it might get you killed. But I always say that's not an excuse. If you don't plan on killing nobody, seriously injuring or killing nobody, don't take the weapon with you then. Don't take it. Don't take it with ammo in it, for one. If you're going to take it, don't take it with no bullets in it. Or don't take a gun at all. Don't take a gun. Don't take a knife so that you can accidentally. I don't want to hear that accident shit. There's no such thing as an accident if you're bringing it with bullets in it and you're using it. There's no such thing, in my opinion. And he choked my man for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's a long time to be fighting. You ever been in a 15-minute fight? All that. I know that's right, Rich. So they better learn, huh? Why they think a boxing round is only 3 minutes? Man, you crazy? 15 minutes is a long time when you fighting in the streets and you having to fight, yo. It ain't no way when if you're choking somebody for that long, it ain't no way in hell you're gonna tell me that you ain't intending on killing this dude. Ain't no way in hell. You gotta expect it. How smart are you? Like how naive are you? You're smart enough to know how to put him in a choke. You're smart enough to put him in a choke and know how to put him in a choke, but you don't know when to let go. You don't know how to when is common sense to let go. Salute to y'all though, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, 15 minutes is overkill. My bad, y'all. I'm getting a call and shit. Call on the text. Shout out to y'all, man. You hit that like button for me. I think I still got about 3, 4 people in the building. Salute to y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. You know, a couple people came in and dipped out. Yeah, 15 minutes is overkill, man. Ain't no way in hell. I'm sorry. Like I said, I ain't no racist, but even if it was a black dude, I'm not letting, let alone white dude, I'm not letting a black dude, but let alone a white dude, man, I'm not letting you sit there. You're not sitting there choking nobody out, man, 15 minutes. That's like you said, that's overkill. I'm stepping in. I'm gonna grab your arm and get you up off him. Like, yo, that's enough, nigga. Get like, let him breathe, my nigga. That's enough. It's 3 of y'all. We got him subdued. We holding him down. He's not hurting nobody. There's no need to keep him in a chokehold for 15 minutes after y'all already got him on the ground and he's not even being harmful to anybody. And he never hurt anybody the whole time anyway. So so you telling me just because somebody is mentally ill, just because somebody is acting erratic, but they're not hurting anybody. They're not hurting anybody. They're not robbing nobody. They're not doing nothing to nobody, but they're acting erratic. So you mean to tell me we're allowed to do that? A regular citizen. So that's allowed to be a death warrant now? So we can actually kill somebody now just because they're acting erratic and didn't harm anybody? Just because they're acting erratic. Homeless, acting erratic because he was hungry. He was asking for food. He was begging for food. So that warrants a death penalty now. And no charges will be filed. You can kill a motherfucker in the street, regular citizen, and be like, yo, man, you seen him? He was acting crazy. You seen him? Y'all seen him? He was talking gibberish and acting, I didn't know what he was going to do. And then he started doing jumping jacks in the middle of the street and shit, got down, started doing push-ups. I don't know, so I felt like I should kill him. Shout out to Jamie Foxx making a recovery. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, the GOAT, making his recovery. Jamie Foxx might be the most talented brother in Hollywood. There ain't nothing that nigga can't do. Jamie Foxx, the GOAT, yo. Jamie Foxx, the GOAT. Ain't nothing that nigga can't do. And he's a hell of an athlete, right? And the nigga was a hell of an athlete. That nigga's an athlete. That nigga can sing, dance, act, throw a football. Nigga. He's the best impersonator ever. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man. They tried to take one of our goats out, allegedly. Bad reaction to some medicine that he got put on or some shit. Let Kanye West tell it. He said they tried to take his boy out. He said they did that on purpose. Allegedly, that's what Kanye said. He said they gave his boy Fox some medicine. They switched up his medicine or some shit on purpose. But y'all know Ye though. Y'all know Ye. If he ain't a theorist, boy, most people say a realist. Yeah, Fox is good. They said Fox is good. They said he recovering. Said Fox recovering. Salute to Fox. He the GOAT. Jamie Foxx the GOAT. Ain't nothing that nigga can't do. Ain't nothing Fox can't do, man. It's funny as hell when he told the story about him and LL having that real fight though, huh? He took an L though. He said L beat my ass. Shout out to Fox. Where everybody at today, man? See? I be going live every day, man. Just chilling with my little few people. I seen KB was live earlier and shit. I ain't jumped on KB shit. Watched KB shit in a minute. I seen he was live earlier before I went live. I went on there though. I seen he was having people on there, but I can't listen to that nigga ears. I got the fuck up out of there. As soon as I hear ears start talking on there, oh, I'm out. I'm out. As soon as I heard him talking, I'm out. I already had some nigga up there talking shit though. Some nigga was up there talking shit. He was like, yeah, he want to show money or some shit. He want to show some money. He want to show money in the watch. I said, what the fuck he got going on over here, man? What did they got going on over here? Nigga stay with some drama over there on that channel, man. He swearing he don't want his motherfucking channel to be about drama. One day he wanted to be about drama, the next day he don't. One day he wanted to be about drama, next day he don't. That nigga don't know what the fuck he want to do over there. He said Moss toilets. What the hell that mean, nigga? What are you talking about, Moss toilets? Shitting on niggas? Why? Because I be shitting on niggas? Like, nah. Pause. Young Miami like that shit. That's why she with Diddy. I heard was that chick, Young Miami, right? Or whatever? She said she want to knock down Meg Thee Stallion. She said she bisexual. She want to knock Meg Thee Stallion down. I said, damn, she shooting her shot. She shooting her shot at Meg Thee Stallion. Telling you, boy, them celebrities, man, that Hollywood shit, that shit be getting weird, man. They get put on to certain people. They get a certain stature. They get invited to these certain parties and shit. They get around certain people. And then they motherfucking change and they get weird and they start acting weirdo. They get weird. I'm just going to use that word weird because that best describes the whole shit, weird. Yo, I've been to LA a couple times. I've been to Hollywood. Yo, man, I've been around some shit, man, a couple times. I'm around some shit. And you just look at niggas like for real? Like, this what you doing? Like, you accepting that shit? Like, you allowing this to happen? Like, you too? You? And then you realize, you look around later, and these niggas be having, mainstream TV shows, mainstream game shows, mainstream talk shows. I be like, damn, boy, these niggas do a little bit something strange for a piece of change, huh? But I guess they gotta do. I guess they gotta do what they gotta do for their family, huh? Sacrificing their, getting a little fruity for that. Man, yo, see, look, they done took away your First Amendment right. I wanted to say some shit that I can't say. That sounds crazy. I can't say it, but nah, I talk about KB live. Yeah, KB slow. It sounds slow as usual. These ain't my words. As y'all see, I'm just reading the chat. That nigga don't know if he want beef over there or if he want to do have a message, not have a message, if he want to be as a man, if he want to help businesses, if he want to beef, that nigga don't know what the fuck. Oh, man. It depends on what bag he get in. Sometimes he can still be funny if he like just cracking shit, cracking jokes and talking shit with somebody. Like when he be having his one-on-ones with certain motherfuckers and he be cracking his jokes and shooting his shit. He still be funny. Some of the shit he say still be funny. Well, I guess it's still funny. Boy, I'm still off of that lemon. IDK. Where my smokers at? I know Smitty ain't no smoker. Smitty be drinking. What you drinking on, Smitty? I'm saying though, I'm wondering if any of the black activists, where is any of our black activists going to step up for this dude, Jordan Neely, that was choked out on the train because a homeless man because he was asking for food. I want to know if any of the black activists going to step up for this. And it was in New York, right? Yep, New York City. So welcome to New York City. New York City, what y'all gonna do, New York? I wonder if any of the Black Power activists or any representative in New York City is gonna step up and see if we could get charges pressed on this guy. Okay, you off that vodka? A little bit of vodka. Shout out to my drinkers. I used to be a drinker. Tell you, I used to be a drinker. I used to be an alcoholic, man. Ain't no shame in my game. But like they say, it's in my blood anyway. Both sides of my family. But like they say, right? Like once an alcoholic, always alcoholic, or once an addict, always an addict, or whatever shit like that. Like even though I don't drink anymore, but like I know it's still in my blood though. I know if I wanted to at any time, I could probably start drinking again, like and get right back into the flow and start liking it all over again, even though it's been so many years. Oh, you was talking about KB Live when you were talking about toilets. Toilets and women's hilarious. As a man, you ain't supposed to be. Cause as a man, nigga. Cause a man don't talk to no man like that. Cause as a man, you ain't gotta. Nigga, as a man, I'm go. Nigga, get out of here. Nigga, as a man, ain't nobody put a drop together about that yet. Ain't nobody clipped that together yet. I'm surprised we ain't got no drops out there yet with a whole bunch of as a man clips put together. As a man, nigga. Don't nobody tell me as a man. Don't nobody supposed to tell you as a man. Don't nobody go over there as a man. You don't just cook food as a man. You don't just drive as a man. You don't just live. You don't do that. You gotta clip up a whole bunch of different as a man joints. Put them together. That should be hilarious. We gotta get the as a man drop. As a man, nigga. What you talking about, Smitty? Women pee in the dark. Us men pee with A. What the fuck? The medical examiner ruled Jordan's death a homicide. Absolutely a shoe. And they should treat it as that. They should treat it as such. Or motherfuckers should be out there protesting all type of shit. Like, they killed that man. That white boy killed that man. That white boy killed that man. And I could start jumping to all type of conclusions and be like, yo, we could be like, yo, what did the white dude is racist, allegedly? Why he could have been wanting to do this. He could have did it. We need to look into his background. They need to take a good look into that white dude that choked him out for 15 minutes, a half hour. We could throw our own time on it. I'm going to say a half hour, more closer to a half hour, 20 minutes. So for that white boy to choke that dude out for 20 minutes and he ain't hurt nobody, you online talking about a man. Shout out to Holly Favorite. What type of man go online talk about a man choking out a man on the subway? Nigga, as a man. Nigga, I'm smoking this air blunt as a man. As a man, I'm smoking this blunt. I rolled my own blood up as a man. Nigga, I made me a couple of grilled cheese sandwiches by myself as a man before I got online. Yes, I did. As a man. Oh, that's what's up, hey, Shu. They are? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank you. Hopefully this man gets justice. And they better charge the other two. They better charge the other two. Because the one dude definitely assisted. They both assisted. The other nigga assisted too. Hate crime. I'm with it, A-Shoe. I'm with it. I'm with the hate crime. Because I'm starting to, what make us not, why can't we think that way? Why not? What makes us not think that? Why can't I think that? I'm inclined to think he's part of the KKK. I'm inclined to think that this dude was down with the KKK, allegedly. I think he was a racist, in my opinion. And he could have sat out that morning to go say he wanted to kill somebody of color. He could have planned this shit a week ago. He was just waiting for the right opportunity. Who knows? What if I want to think that way as a man? Shit. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Holly Favorite. You sound like a man. Sis said thank you. 4:30 in the morning sounding like a man. Nigga, you was supposed to wait a half hour, sis. You was speaking too early, a half hour too early. You was supposed to wait till 5, nigga. Like he did. You just was talking a half hour too early as a man. Let's go, Smitty. What you trying to bet me on a you know who gonna win that one, huh? It's Saturday. Let me check out the team first before you try to railroad me. I don't know what them teams is. Yeah, them other two better get charged too. That don't make no sense. As a man, nigga said, "What you doing? You talking about a man? You on here with some females talking about a man at 4:30 in the morning." So I guess it'd be better if I was on here talking with some men. That'd be better. But since I'm talking to females, 4:30 in the morning. But I'm gonna go live at 5 and talk about your ass. But you was up at 4:30. Nah, that shit was funny though. I ain't gonna get back into that. But that shit was funny. Like, how you up at 4:30 listening and click on the link to argue with a nigga at 4 as a man? Like, what the? We're any different? Like, you didn't. You sure set the example. You sure didn't set the example, nigga. Oh shit! You sure ain't set no example. You said it's even? Okay. Yo, CC, what's good with your cousin? Salute to your cousin. I'm over this bitch on cloud 9. Was talking about that white boy choked the homeless man out for 25 minutes. He choked that man out for 25 minutes, dog. That's the longest choke out ever, man. That's the longest choke out ever. When Rodney King when them cops whipped Rodney King ass, how long was that? I don't even think that shit lasted for 20 minutes. I don't know. That shit lasted a minute. He got his ass whipped for a long time. That was some bullshit too. And we just knew all them cops was getting off. And I was young at that time. And I still knew, even at the age I was at, I knew that them cops was not going to jail. That's crazy. I was like 12 years old, 12, 13. And I remember knowing that them cops that whipped up on Rodney King was not going to jail. At 12 years old, I knew that. I think I was 12. And then when OJ came around, we knew what it was with OJ. And that's the only reason why we was, because like a lot of black folks still was like, man, well, I think OJ did the shit. But it was all about the Rodney King and everything that, they've been getting away with for all them years. So we just wanted some type of vindication, if that's the word I'm looking for. We just wanted some type of like, can we just get one? And we knew that OJ was going to be the closest to us getting one, because even though he did not care to identify with us, he still, like Jay-Z said, still nigga, OJ. But, so we just wanted some type of fucking relief. Like, yo, can we get something? Like, look, and we gave y'all the whitest black dude y'all can get, man. He's gotta get it. Like that's how it was niggas. That's how the niggas was thinking. Like, man, y'all got the whitest black dude, man. Let him get off with this, man. Give us one, B. Y'all did Rodney Cam thing dirty. Y'all did us dirty. Over 35 checking chokes me. Right, Smitty. That's what we saying. Professionals, UFC fighters, anybody, me, just having common sense, just being around, just going through life. I know that we know how long it takes for a chokeout. We know it don't take over 15 minutes. We know that. We know it don't take 5 minutes. We know it don't take 4 minutes. It don't take 3 minutes. It don't take 2 minutes. We know that. Unless you ain't got the goddamn choke right, it's only going to take, like you said, 35 seconds. And then anything longer than that, usually a person would be like, all right, dog, let him go. Like, you don't even see that in the dude that's grabbing his hands or the guy that's standing over top of him. Like, usually when you're like, we've all, if you ever been around somebody being choked out or something like that, if it go on too long, somebody always usually be like, all right, yo, let him go. Like, all right, he good, he good. He good, let him go, he good. Somebody usually always says that. If the person is if it's overdue, like if you're going too far, like to like 15, like when it got to like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, none of them was thinking like, yo, all right. When it got to 10 minutes, nobody was like, all right, like 10 minutes, like 12 minutes, all right. Like, nobody thought to say, all right, he good. All right, let him go, my man. Over 15 minutes? Come on, man. Dude ain't have a weapon on him, nothing, man. That's my thing, too. He ain't hurt nobody, nothing. Like, and y'all let this white dude just choke my man out, dog. Nah, I'm not. I don't like that. Ain't sitting right with me, man. For some reason, man. I'm with A Shoe on this, man. This is a hate crime, man. I believe this was a hate crime, man. That was uncalled for. And if he end up getting locked up behind this, boy, and they go to the boy, he end up behind them bars, boy. If he's not in PC, if they don't protect him, it's gonna be bad for him. It get bad for him in jail. Like, you killed the homeless black man that ain't hurt nobody, ain't did nothing. He was mentally ill, and all he was doing was asking for some food because he was hungry. And you took that as your opportunity to kill this brother. Ooh wee! He gonna have a hard time behind them walls, boy. How you kill a mentally ill person that's hungry, asking for food because he's acting erratic because he's hungry, but ain't harmed nobody. And you feel like it's okay to choke this black man out for 15 minutes. Miss Eve, hello. How you doing, Miss Eve? Yep. I believe this was a hate crime by that white boy to choke that black man out on the train. Just a regular old citizen, nigga. You ain't qualified or certified to do nothing, nigga. You ain't the train security, nigga. You ain't po-po, nigga. You ain't a bodyguard, nigga. You ain't an Avenger, nigga. Superhero, the hood hero, the New York City train subway hero, nigga. You ain't the dude to keep niggas in line. Who are you? Oh, that's good, Miss E. That's good. Black mayor, black chief, black police, black DA, and no charges. Where's BLM? That's what I was saying, yo, CC. I don't know how much information is out there or what A Shoe knows, but A Shu put in there in the comments, I believe that they're going to pursue it as a homicide, because that's what the coroner, came up with. Obviously, that we see it on camera, choked the nigga out for 15 minutes. But that's what I said. Where's Ben Crump and them at, Yo CC? Hey, Yo CC, where's the black activists, the black power activists, the Ben Crumps and them? Where they at? I felt like some of them should have been came out, nigga. Excuse me. This happened 4 days ago. What we doing? Because I feel like if that was a police officer, this shit would be everywhere. If that was a police officer, this shit, in my opinion, if it was a police officer that did it, they would be like, oh my God, BLM, let's march, let's trade, we gotta, they'd be out there. Ben Crump would be on the goddamn, Ben Crump, Jesse Jackson, one of them, Jesse too old, but Ben Crump and one of them motherfuckers would be stepped up. Let's step up for this homeless man. Police, another killing. Nah, ain't no different. Ain't no different. This white dude is a regular citizen. He's not certified or qualified to do anything. He took it upon his own goddamn recognizance to choke this homeless man, hungry, homeless, mentally ill man out because he was acting erratic. Whose definition of erratic? What's the definition? Who came up with the definition of erratic? What are these witnesses? These witnesses are regular human beings like us. I don't think none of these witnesses are certified PhDs in psychology and psychosis and all that to know, you know what I'm saying? To diagnose anything, to diagnose erratic behavior that deserves to be dealt with in death. Who are y'all to diagnose the erratic behavior if he ain't hurt no goddamn body? He ain't got no weapon. He ain't hurt nobody. He's just acting crazy. He's obviously hungry than the motherfucker. Like I said, how many of y'all done cursed the motherfucker out when y'all was hungry? Shout out to Yo, it's Mike. Okay, Smitty, I got you. I got you. Peace to you, brother. How many of us done cursed them? How many of us done cursed the motherfucker out when we was hungry, or acted unusual? We ain't act like ourselves. Y'all seen the commercial? Y'all seen the commercials? Here, take this Snickers. You ain't acting like yourself. This motherfucker done turned into a goddamn grizzly bear or something. And then you give him a Snickers, and it's a little ass, old ass lady. It's fucking Betty White or Danny DeVito or some shit. And before you get a motherfucker the Snickers, this motherfucker's a fucking Bigfoot, a giant or some shit. A big, scary, grizzly bear giant of a motherfucker because they hungry. And as soon as you get on the Snickers, the motherfucker turned into goddamn Danny DeVito and shit. Like, man, you was tripping, nigga. You was hungry, nigga. You was tripping, nigga. The nigga was hungry, man. You know what I mean? We act a little crazy when we hungry. You know, we get a little attitude sometimes, but we ain't hurt nobody. As long as I don't hurt nobody, I don't deserve to be choked out for 15 minutes. Nah, keep it gangster, though. Keep it gangster. Who chokes a motherfucker out that long, though? Nah, for real, though. Y'all ever see anybody get choked out for 15 minutes? Y'all ever be at the club? Y'all ever be somewhere where they at a bar, they fighting, the security guards, the police, the doorman, or somebody get behind, they throw them in the choke? You ever seen a motherfucker get held in that choke for 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Y'all ever seen that shit? You ain't never seen that shit? Never. We ain't never seen no shit like that. Nigga, I got choked out one time at the club. When I was a young, dumb nigga fighting in the club. Big ass, 6'8", two 300-pound bouncers in there. I'm a $150 soaking wet, but I'm fighting with other niggas, so I don't even know that the bouncer is coming from behind. But I got a big 6'9", 315-pound bouncer that came up behind. Took me out the club real quick. Me and a couple niggas. It was like 4, 5 of us. We all outside. We all waking up at the same time. Oh, yeah. All 5 of us is passed out a little for like a quick second. We was just on that brink of going out, and then they let us go and shit. Get your breath back and shit. Oh shit. Then you look, you see these big ass giants and shit, big ass muscle giants, all with the black shit on, you know, with the club clothes. You looking at these niggas like, you got that one. I'm gonna have to shoot your bitch. I'm gonna have to shoot. Yeah, all right. That was you that choked me? That was you? Oh, shit. All right, you got that. You lucky it was you. You look at that big nigga and be like, you lucky it was you, nigga, because shit. I'll be back for your ass, though. You don't worry, you see them big ass niggas, big football linebacker, tall ass, big ass niggas, boy. Who the fuck choked me? Oh, it was you? Oh, all right, you lucky. Oh, you work here. Motherfuckers hump your ass real quick. That was back in my wild days, though, too. I almost did something stupid that night, too. But my boy saved me. I almost made a dumb decision that night. Usually decisions that I don't make. Usually decisions that I talk other people out of. Usually I'm the one that's level-headed, that's, I'm usually the one that got the common sense and is looking further down the road. But that night was a wild night for me, boy. I remember that night. We was in Philly. I had a club in Philly. I remember that night. And boy, man, we was loaded too. Like we had some shit. We had some shit with us too. Could have laid some stuff down but I let my ego get the best of me that night, but I got talked out of it, so I guess I was still level-headed enough to calm down and know that wasn't the right decision to do. That wouldn't have been the brightest idea. You know what I mean? I lived to fight another day. Let's just say that. My peoples talked me out of some shit. We took our black asses on home, went somewhere else, and I lived to fight another day. And I didn't have to live with nothing on my conscience or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because I was going to do something stupid. Yeah, Uncle L, yeah, we was in Philly. We was at a club in Philly. I forget the name of the club. I'm trying to think of the name of the club. Damn. There was so many different clubs that we went to in Philly and so many different names. And this club came a little bit later. Not later, but it was in the early 2000s. And they used to have 2 nights. I believe they used to have like a Sunday night or Wednesday night. I forget the name of the club. Man. That shit used to be crazy. Yeah, I would have to hit a couple of my boys up, man. Ask them where was it at? Like, what street was that shit on? Because I don't remember for shit. I can't remember for shit. I don't know why I can't even remember the streets. I used to be able to remember the streets. Of course, we clubbed at the joints on Delaware Ave, but these was clubs that was on other joints. We used to go to Lancaster Hall all the time, too, man. In Philly, Uncle L. Lancaster Hall was the Jamaican joint, the late night joint. Club Onyx. Yeah, we did Onyx. We did Onyx. Lancaster Hall was crazy. Jamaican joint, that shit be open till 7 in the morning. Niggas didn't go to that. Niggas, the Jamaican joint, niggas didn't get there till 4 in the morning and shit. Niggas used to go there at 4 in the morning. We stayed till 6. I think it closed at like 6, 7. We would get there at 4. Literally, we used to go to one club, the one joint in PA that had opened up. This joint was in PA, not like Ben Salem, but this was a new club. Oh, what was the name of that club? This was a new club they had opened right over PA, right over the bridge in Bristol. And we used to hit that joint, and then we used to hit Lancaster Hall afterwards. 2, 3 in the morning, we shoot to Philly, Lancaster Hall. Stay there till 6 in the morning. That shit be crazy, man. Woo! Yeah, Lancaster Hall was the shit, right? That was the Jamaican spot. I'm surprised I remembered that name. I mean, we used to go there every weekend, though, like every Sunday. We used to go there. And we used to go to a club before that. Oh, I can't think of the name. It was popular as fuck. Damn, I can't remember the fucking name, man. It's been so long. I smoked so much bud, man. It's been so long. I don't even remember the streets no more. I used to know that shit like the back of my hand. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been, man. That's all the blunts I smoked. How long it's been since I been in Philly clubbing. I can't even remember the name of the damn club. If somebody told me the name, I remember. That one club had a stupid name, had a funny name. It used to be like a white club and shit. But black folk went there on a certain night though. It had a certain night that the black folk went there. But it was really like a lot of white folk club, and it had like a white name to it. Ah, my people's got almost died over there too. He got stabbed up over there. The rave parties. Shit, the club that I'm talking about, when the one I got choked out by the bouncer, they used to have the not the smoke joint, but the suds. They used to have the soap joint downstairs. Like upstairs it'd be hip hop, and you go downstairs it'd be like club music, and they used to have the foam or the suds and shit on the dance floor and shit. It was like soap suds and shit. That's when we used to be on that ecstasy, boy. Oh, that's when we used to be in there on that E. Oh, we used to take them E pills. We used to be off that ecstasy. We used to hit that goddamn club. Damn, it seemed like I almost had the name on the tip of my tongue. Shit, we used to go to this other club in Cherry Hill, Morristown, Iguanas. I remember Iguanas. Then they changed the name from Iguana to something else. I used to go there as a teenager, nigga, in the 90s. Nigga. Palmer's, absolutely. Knife and spray, absolutely. I remember Palmer's, absolutely. Absolutely. Shit, I remember when we used to be in, damn, what's that club? They used to have Allen Iverson on the side of the wall. They used to have Allen Iverson mural. They used to have a big ass picture of AI on the side of the club, on the building. Even when you could used to see it going up like 95 coming from a certain way in Philly, like fucking I remember we was in the club that night. I forget the name of that club. It was fucking it was a popular club and shit. I was in there right next to AI. That's when him and Tim Thomas was on the squad together. I probably told this story and shit. We in VIP. We in the VIP section right next to AI and Tim Thomas. I was standing right next to AI. We was kicking it with him. Coolest dude ever. Like, he was the most humble, down to earth dude. He talked to anybody. He was a star at the time, and you you wouldn't even know that he was a superstar the way he just talked to everybody and mingled. They didn't have no bodyguards. It was just them chilling with their boys. Him, Tim Thomas was big as hell. Cause I remember I was cracking on Tim Thomas gear. This is when the big baggy clothes was in. You know what I'm saying? This was when the big white tees, the baggy jeans and shit like that. And I remember Tim Thomas having on his ugly ass outfit, yo. He had this ugly ass outfit on. He had like this big hockey. He had like this big hockey jersey on with no name on it. With like these blue jeans. I was cracking on him, B. I had niggas crying in that club, yo. AI was right next to me. And me and AI was the same height. That's when I already had respect for AI, right? Trust me, I already knew his story, knew where he came from. I kind of wanted to be like him. When I played in high school, I used to look like AI. Like when I played against other teams in high school, when their trash talk to me used to be like, "Oh, you're a wannabe AI. Oh, he want to be like AI." Because I had cornrows and I had like 2 tattoos. I was in high school, so this was in the '90s, late '90s. So trust me, high schoolers didn't have tattoos like that, like they do now. Niggas wasn't grown like they was now. So I had 2 tattoos. I had a fucking R on my shoulder, and then I had a homemade tattoo of my nickname on my other arm that my boy did with his hand and shit. That nigga, he had a needle and some Indian ink and some thread, and that motherfucker, I was sitting out, in the hood, sitting there, doing what I'm doing on my people's porch at the trap house, and just so happened at the trap house, where the person that lived at the trap house was a female there that we grew up around, and she was cool as hell like a sis, but she knew how to braid hair, so she was braiding my hair while we was kicking, smoking on some bud. She braided my hair while he was doing this fucking tattoo on my fucking arm in Indian ink, and the nigga fucked up. I wanted a money sign, and he fucked it up, so I ended up doing my name with a backwards R with my nickname, so I got R Dub, and it looks crazy. And so I had cornrows, I had 2 tattoos, and so when we played teams, they used to, he's a wannabe Allen Iverson, but I ain't gonna front. I used to like when they called me that, because I used to be out there busting ass on that court, balls. I used to be out there just like AI, busting ass. I used to be out there freaking, freaknik. So, call me AI all you want. So I felt like we had a connection. And I never knew I was going to be standing next to this nigga in the club. And it was funny because I wasn't even old enough to be in the club. And this is when we used to pay extra. We go to the door sometimes, we would pass the ID back. You know what I mean? You show the ID, and then you do the quick, the sleight of hand quicker than the eye. You know what I'm saying? Whoever in front of us, whoever in front of me, they hurry up. Instead of putting their ID in their pocket, they slide it back to the next person. I grab the ID, and you put it like 2 people down. They don't know. They just looking at the, they black. They looking like, me and my brother, though. So my brother was 3-4 years older than me. So he would pass the ID back. I would use his ID. And, but it's funny that this day, the ID shit didn't really work. But the dude, we told him, we'll give you some extra cash. If the ID didn't work, we would, I'll throw you $50, $100, what it's going to take. You know what I'm saying? We got some money, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll even pitch in with each other just so one person, just so I ain't got to, like, if the dude at the door wanted 100, just so I ain't got to spend the whole 100, my brother would give me 25, or we'll go half, or somebody else. So this day, they wasn't with the ID shit, but the bouncer did say, meet him around back, and he'd do it for the extra guap. So we ended up going around the back of the club and paid him extra couple of dollars, and he let me through. He let us through and shit. And That's when we got the VIP. We had money though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we come in the club, we ain't just there holding up space, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my brothers and our peoples, like, we had a good time. We didn't go start trouble. We spent money and we made our time worth it. Like, we was going to dance and mingle and kick it. We was gonna leave with something or a number or like, so we wasn't gonna start no trouble. You know what I'm saying? And man, I ended up standing there next to AI, man, and it was funny because I'm standing here next to him, and I'm like, shit, like, yo, we the same height. Like, I'm 6 foot even. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit, they got you listed at 6 what, nigga? You ain't 6'3". Like, they got this nigga listed. They had AI listed at like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3" at one point. I'm like, nigga, you 6 foot. Like, you was not 6'1", 6'2", nigga. You 6 foot even, nigga. I'm 6 foot. We are the same exact height, my nigga. I might have been like, it seemed like my shoulder was just a little bit taller than his, for real. I'm like, nigga, you might be a tad inch under 6 foot, nigga. Like, and that day, even though I already had an immense, amount of respect for AI, me sitting next to him, standing next to him, seeing how tall he was, and we was the same weight, nigga. Let me add that to it. The nigga wasn't only 6 foot. We the same height. The nigga wasn't only 6 foot. We had the same fucking build. I'm looking at this nigga like, we got the same height, the same body, and I'm like, and this nigga is doing what he doing in the league? He in the NBA doing what he doing, and he's like, that would be like me in the NBA doing what he doing. And I could never see myself playing with against the Shaqs and the Jordans and the niggas he's playing against. I could go on, the Ray Allens, just the competition that AI was going. And I'm like, the T-Max, I mean, we could go on for days about the competition that AI played against, the old era and the new era, but this was in the beginning, so like, yo, my respect for him was like, I'm like, yo, that's like me at my size and my weight, leading the league and scoring. Like, yo, this nigga led the league 3 times, 4 times in a row in scoring. Are you kidding me? At 6 foot, 150 pounds? Yeah, my respect for AI was like, yo, he's a GOAT. Like, if he ain't in the nigga top 5, something wrong. He should be in top 5 just for that alone. I started running. You start running down that nigga's stats, how many times he led the league in scoring, how many times he was up there in steals, assists. What? And he changed the game culturally. The whole NBA looked like him now. He changed the game. He changed the look of the NBA. He took them whippers on his back. He took the licks. When AI left the NBA looked, everybody in the NBA looked just like AI. Everybody. He was the one that came with the braids and the tattoos. Dressing down. I'm dressing just like I'm coming in with the do-rag on, hat to the back, piercings, braids and tattoos with a leather jacket on, some baggy jeans. That's how I'm coming to the game. With my chain swinging, big long dookie chain. With the baggy shirt, the blue jeans, my sneaks on with the leather jacket, do-rag and the braids. Is that the one who did the crossover of Jordan? It was a little bit after that, I believe. Because this was the braid, the AI with the braids. Remember when AI first came in, he had the low cut, he had the little fro. And then eventually he got the braids. He had the braids by then. I don't think he was in the finals yet against the Lakers yet. I think that was like the year before. They went to the finals. And he did the step over Tyronn Lue. It was a year before that. I remember it was 2000 because I think it was 2001 was when they went to the finals. It was 2000 when we was in the club. I'll never forget that shit, I'm chilling. We chilling at VIP next day out. And they stayed there. They didn't stay long, but we all left like at the same time because even when we left, that nigga had like a Porsche. He had like a Porsche or something parked outside the club right by the entrance, the exit and shit. And when he left, he ain't just leave. He ain't just leave like some celebrity shit. Let me run to my car. Let me get up out of there. Them niggas walked to the car. He had a whole crowd of people around him. He was shaking everybody's hand, signing shit. He took a long ass time to get in his car and leave. We sat there and watched it. We was chilling over in the cut. Like parking lot pimping type shit. We over in the cut, and I remember just watching him though. I remember just looking at him. You know, I admired him and shit. I ain't gonna sit here in front. And I was just watching him, like, just look at how smooth he was. Like, damn, like. And Tim Thomas was with him the whole time. Tim Thomas got in the car with AI. Them two rode together. And cause he was big as hell getting in that little ass Porsche. I think it was like a Porsche. It was small. I know that. Buggy eyed. Might have been a Benz. It might have been a buggy eye like Benz. It was small though, and that nigga took his time getting in the car. That nigga was getting in his car. Nobody tried to rob him. Nobody tried to harm him. Nobody tried to hurt him. It was like you could tell that the people just love him. He was just the people's champ. That nigga took his time getting in his car, B. Like he took his time, yo. He took his time. He told everybody. I was looking at him like, damn, like yo, he that cool? Like, damn. Oh, you said that's a different one from the one you knew? He was super, shit, even back then, he was super humble that day. He was super humble. Like, you could tell he knew he was the shit. You could tell he knew he was AI, but he was super approachable. He was definitely approachable. I was surprised. I was amazed at how approachable he was. I was amazed that I could have just grabbed him. I'm shoulder to shoulder with him. I'm shoulder to shoulder. I could have did anything I wanted to do with him. Nobody could have stopped me. I could have just did anything I wanted to him. Like we were just right there, shoulder to shoulder. Only thing I didn't do, I didn't talk to him, like ask him no questions or nothing, because I didn't want to seem like a fanboy though, and I didn't feel like it was appropriate either. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to feel like this, but I was cool with just being next to him, standing next to him for as long as we could, as long as we did, because I stood next to him for a good like half hour. A good 20 minutes to a half hour. And then it was right here. And we was right here kicking it. Tim Thomas over there, and I got my brother and the people I'm with. I got them crying. We joking, we laughing on people. I'm cracking on Tim Thomas. AI was next to me, but I don't remember him hearing none of my jokes though, or laughing at none of my jokes. I don't think he heard none of my jokes though. He wasn't paying attention to what we was saying though, but he was right here. But they focus was on some other shit. Word. That's my AI story. I should have kicked it with him though, man. We did say what's up though. He said what's up. But I ain't had no conversation with him though. I ain't had no conversation with him though. That would have been dope. I don't know if he would have. I think he would have played my little young ass off like, all right, young boy. Like we said what's up. We cool. Like it's all good. Like it's females in the club that don't worry, don't focus on me, my man. We got females in the club, like. So he probably would have shut me down anyway. I'm just glad that I had the awareness and I was raised by some cool niggas to know not to be to know when to do shit. Shit, I end up doing shows and kicking it with state property a few times, right? And then I ended up running into a couple of them and Beanie at Dave and Buster's in Philly. On Delaware Ave at Dave and Buster's. He was in there with his family though. He was in there with his kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I said what's up to him. We shook hands and said what's up. But I knew it wasn't the right environment to kick it about anything. So you know, I kept it moving and shit. Y'all the same age? Who the same age? Me and AI? Now AI a little older. He a couple years older than me. Shit, AI a few years older than me. Yeah, I think AI like 5, 6 years older than me. Nigga, you the same age, nigga. Ronald Jones. We the same age, nigga. You know you 40, nigga. Ronald Jones acting like he ain't 40. Say, nah, you a young nigga. That's right. I forgot Ronald Jones a young nigga. You a young nigga, man. Who live out there in the YouTube world, man? I ain't been out there in the YouTube world in a minute. KB still live? Your best friend KB ain't still live, Ronald Jones? You ain't go over there and hit the link? I seen earlier he had people on the link. I seen you had ears up there. I said, I can't listen to this shit. I got DMD live, somebody live. Let me see. No Chill Gil. Kwame, I wasn't done with you, ho. No Chill Gil live right now talking about his title say, Kwame, I wasn't done with you, ho. I see Dan D be running some old ass videos back, huh? I see he going live at what, 6:30? Queen Regina gets into a huge fight with ears and gets exposed for lying. That nigga be running back old videos. My boys come on tonight, game 2. Shout out to my Lakers. Game 2. We're about to whoop up on these Golden State boys, man. Y'all, man. Alright. Alright, y'all keep thinking these niggas, y'all keep thinking LeBron them playing right now. I love what our front office did going to get D-Lo and them back, man, making them, man, look. Westbrook talking about if we get a ring, he want one. Him and Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly and Westbrook said if the Lakers win a championship, they want their ring. They think they deserve a ring. We call that nigga Booger Sugar Brown. Gil, shout out. Booger Sugar Brown chooses obese B. Oh, you say you gotta tell me offline? True. True. Now, I'll be sitting here lying if I don't say that I ain't heard some stories about AI, some other shit about AI. I mean, a little bit of asshole stories and shit. Like at one point, he was an asshole a couple times. That story must be crazy. You gotta talk about that shit offline. That shit must be crazy. That shit must be damaging. I know. I want to hear it though. I ain't gonna front. I want to hear the story. Shit. I want to hear the story. I wish you could tell it online. Shit. I'm about to say I go live tomorrow and motherfucking drop the link. I don't know how to drop the link from this. I need to figure out because I be seeing. I think DMD be doing it from here, from his live stream element. Somehow he got his StreamYard hooked up to it, and I think Sis be doing it from his stream thing, but he got something different. But I gotta figure out a way to. I seen it is a way I can drop the link from my stream elements. My IG is skinnyfats13. Skinnyfats13, 2 T's. Right here, the same thing as the Cash App is the IG. IG is the same name as the Cash App. Matter of fact, you can hit the Cash App open. Super Chats open. I don't even know if my Super Chats work, man, because don't nobody be sending me shit. Nah, IDK and somebody, but my shit don't even be working. This shit's supposed to be scrolling. I don't know why that shit ain't scrolling. I'm gonna have to refresh that shit. Yeah, man. We said plenty of that. That's crazy. Yeah. They say that's why he's so humble now. But I seen him back then, he was humble. Maybe it was just because that was kind of the beginning still, too, though. So he was still getting used to it. He was still like, damn, what the fuck? All this love? Because he was getting mad love that night. He was getting mad love that night. That was a good night, though. If I'm remembering, that was a good night. It was no fight, nothing happened that night. It was a good time. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I appreciate the couple people that stayed around in the building, man. Salute to you, Uncle L. The IG is the Cash App. Shout out to everybody that came through and hit that like button. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace and love, man.